to be able to create influence in your space or work. Now, important thing to know is, should we go and influence people one-on-one, or should we go and attempt to influence people in a group? Okay. So if I am asked that question, that would I attempt to influence people one-on-one? So let's say I have 5 people in a group, small team, 10 people in a group, and I want to have this idea rolling, I want to share this idea, and I want everyone to work on the idea that I have created because I think it's the savior of the world and it's going to help everyone. I will be tempted as an introvert to go to one person, share my idea with them, get shot down, lose half my energy, go to another person, tell them about my idea, and be completely dependent on the feedback or the validation that I get from the second person. And after it has been shot down 3 times, I realize that this team is like that only. Okay. The second, I will save myself from a bigger bet. The bigger bet is influencing a group. If you ask me, I play the influence game all the time in my work, in my business, and everywhere else. Influence works best once you decide that you want to influence a group. Groups get influenced better than one-on-one. Unless you are doing Congress BJP style manipulation where you have to go crack an individual and then take it from there. I would say this, that if you have an opportunity to influence a group. Do not shy back from influencing a group and thinking that let me, check with a few people or at least have some people on my side before I make it public. Get away from that mentality. Choose to step up. Believe in your skills of data storytelling, that you will be able to tell a story and you will be able to influence, and stand up on the stage and influence a group. I can tell you from my experience of doing this, a group gets influenced much faster, quicker and better, and they are more on to you than how much of traction you'll be able to get up by influencing individuals one-on-one. So piece of advice, if you have to influence, stand up on the platform. Do not shy away from influencing a group. You'll be surprised by the results that you get. Shuru mein butterflies and all of those will happen, but that's fine. That's all part of the game. Okay. By the way, it works the other way also. So if you have to bomb, you bomb harder in a group, but a group forgives you quicker than individuals do. Okay. If you know what I'm saying, okay. We are forgiving people by nature. Okay. We forgive mistakes. All of us are allowed to make mistakes, and how you gain how you move the other person's emotions beforehand, how do you preempt the emotion that is going to come, and how do you dilate that or neutralize that, also these are all skills. Okay. So I'll give you an example. I made a presentation a few days back at IIT Delhi, which was one of the best presentations that I had done. It was able to gear up for me a lot of traction that I needed to take my product forward, a new product that I'm working for. And I knew that data is not going to be able to do it for me. I will have to play the emotional card, bring in something. So I started out by showing a picture of my son. Okay. And I knew if I do that, okay, a lot of people will get irked. That, what is he showing here? A lot of people will be confused that why are we seeing this? Okay. So I started out by neutralizing an emotion that I knew that is going to come, which is that people are going to feel uncomfortable as I show my child's photograph on the screen. Okay. So I started off by saying that I will seek your permission to share with you something which is very personal to me, with the hope that after you listen to my story, some of my thoughts will become personal to you as well. What I believe it did for me is that people gave me a fair hearing. They knew that something personal is going to come up, but they weren't like, you know what I'm trying to say? I didn't put off people like that. Now, another way to also handle this while you are presenting information or ideas is to preempt objections. Okay. For example, when I was presenting the part where I said that it is going to challenge a lot of the beliefs that you already have. Okay. So why did I say that? Why did I feel the need to mention those things? Because I knew that that is the emotion that must be playing on your mind in that moment. I made it safe for you and me to have a conversation by saying that I know, I'm aware that such a situation must be arising, but my request is to give me a fair hearing. Okay. So what did you do as a recipient of this information? You knew that what he's saying is half correct, half not correct, maybe all not correct, and what is all this thing, who's got him here? All of that is happening in your head. But when I said this thing, you respected what I said. You said, okay, he's okay, let's just give him a fair hearing, and then we get to what I get to. Okay. This is how you preempt objections, and you dilate them and you neutralize them before they take the mob with them. So once you're presenting an idea and you know your ideas has these many areas in which holes can be punctured, so what do? You take them up yourself. You say that after looking at what I have to present, you might be thinking that what will happen about this, or what will happen about that, or this and this. So here is what I think will happen to these and these. So what happens is, when you give an objection and you give the rebuttal, you give an objection, you give a rebuttal, then the people, the miscreants in your group who will stand up and influence other people's thinking also, okay, they will get neutralized, their energy will get neutralized. With me? बहुत हो गया ज्ञान? आगे बढ़े? Kingshu, with me? Kaushik, sorry, with me?
Yeah.
Now what I want you to do is, guys, we are going into a very interesting space of learning to influence, create an influence around ourselves. What I want you to do, and it is a big skill, it is going to be a life-changing experience for you from here on. Once you decide that, okay, I'm not just about my work, I'm also about the influence that I create in my work. Okay. Once you know that this is what it's all about, your life is going to change. Okay. What I want you to do is take 2 minutes and visualize 5 things that are going to happen once you bring to your